Locke and Latham have been interested in the concept of goal setting since the late 1960s. In 1990, they presented the goal setting theory. This theory suggested that our actions are purposeful and they are directed by conscious goals. Even the most basic living organisms have goals. At the vegetative level of life forms, goal-directed action is physiologically controlled. A flower needs sunshine to thrive. If it is ever deficient in this basic need, it will bend, curl, and contort its stem towards the light so as to receive nourishment. The next highest level can be seen in animals that display conscious self-regulation through sensory perceptual mechanisms like pleasure and pain. It's no wonder that when training a puppy, it responds well to praise, touch, and food, all forms of pleasure. Humans possess the capacity to reason, which is the highest form of consciousness. We have the power to choose our own goals to fulfill long-term purposes in life. This is no doubt why we are able to reach greatness. Yet, this ability to choose also poses a threat to us when we feel stuck and unmotivated to change our situation, or our intellects can distract us with contrary goals, like the pleasure of watching TV. The principles of goal-setting theory have been simplified to create a tool called SMART, or S-M-A-R-T goals. The mnemonic device encompasses the fundamental practices necessary to increase motivation and to increase the likelihood that a specific goal will be accomplished. If you want to succeed, make your goals smarter. Many people have used SMART goals at one time or another, sometimes without even knowing it. One of the standard versions of the SMART goals acronym suggests that we make our goals specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Let's suppose you want to lose weight. The S encourages us to make the goal specific to determine the 5 W's. Who is involved? In this case, it would be you. What do you want to accomplish? Lose weight. Where will it take place? The gym. When will you be working towards this goal? The next 2 months. Why do you want to do this? So you can look better than Betsy Butterworth at the high school reunion. The M directs us to make the goal more measurable, to choose a concrete amount for our goal. If you want to lose weight, do you want to lose 5 pounds or 10 pounds? That makes a big difference because 10 pounds will require greater time and energy commitment than just 5 pounds. If your goal is to spend more time with the kids, do you want to spend an hour a week or 5 hours a week? This is also the point where you can break down the larger goal into more manageable mini goals. I will lose 1 pound a week for 10 weeks. The A gets down to the truth. Is your goal attainable? Is this something that you'll be able to do reasonably? Sure, we can say that we want to lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks, just in time for bikini season. I would like to fly over traffic to get to work. Yet we all know this isn't truly attainable, unless we do something that is harmful to our bodies. The R stands for realistic. Attainable and realistic are similar. You might have the capacity to lose 20 pounds, which surely means that it's attainable. The 2 weeks may be out of the question though, because it is so unrealistic physiologically. Your goals need to be realistic so that you don't set up yourself for failure immediately. It's better to set yourself up for lots of successes, no matter how small. Being realistic is an especially important point if you have a goal that requires the participation of someone else. You can set up a time and place to have a deep and meaningful conversation with your teenage child, but they may not be realistic depending on the temperament and willingness of your child. Your goal might be to be a celebrity, and the Kardashians and the folks from Jersey Shore have shown that it doesn't take a discernible skill or intelligence, so it's probably possible. But there are too many factors that are out of your control to make that truly a SMART goal. The T of SMART is for time-bound, and it encourages us to put a limit on our goal. It is also an opportunity to set smaller, intermediary goals along the way that can be measured by time. If we check in at the end and we realize we achieved our goal, a huge congratulations is due. Tell yourself how awesome you are. If, however, you reach the time limit for your intermediary goal and you're not on track, you know that it's time to reassess and redesign your goals and make them smarter. The acronym SMART has other interpretations that you can use. Let's look at some of the variations in SMART goals. S meaning specific or sensible, significant. M meaning measurable, meaningful, motivating. A, meaning attainable, acceptable, achievable, or action-oriented. R, realistic, relevant, reviewable, relative, rewarding, or reasonable. T, timely, tangible, time-specific, time-bound, and truthful. SMART goals can be utilized in any aspect of your life: your relationships, your career, your health, your hobbies, or all the above. It's actually quite fun to see how things unfold when you have a direct plan of attack. Use your SMART goals to start up a competition with yourself. If you've achieved your initial goal, make sure to revel in the success. Next, replan, reorganize, or revamp your next goal to make it more rewarding than the first.